Michael Burns is no stranger to heavy lifting, both in the gym and in life. After being diagnosed with small cell lung cancer, he fought through chemotherapy and radiation, refusing to let go of his passion for powerlifting. Today, cancer-free and holding multiple records, he stands as living proof that resilience and faith can move far more than weight. Michael Burns, thank you so much for joining me here on AwareNow to share this space and to share your story. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, looking back at the moment that you were first diagnosed with cancer, first question for you today, Michael's, what was the hardest truth you had to face? And how did you find the strength to keep lifting, both in the gym and in life?
Oh, all right. So breaking this up a little bit was the first thing that came to my head. Um, I think the first thing that came to my head is I was scared to death. I mean, my uncle died of the same thing. My cousin died of the same cancer. So I mean, in my eyes, I was literally given a death sentence. Um, so I mean, with that, I then turned to that and just decided I was gonna fight. I mean, I figured it this way: I was gonna win either way. Either I was gonna beat cancer one way or another. Either number one, we're gonna kill it with all the stuff that they put in my body, the chemo and everything else like that, and the radiation, or if I died, either way, it's gone. So that was my determination. And I don't know, I dug deep. I was surrounded by a whole plethora of friends and family, and I mean, perfect strangers, people that I've never met before in my whole entire life that would pray for me, would give me, encouragement. And so I took all that and I I continued to lift. So I continued to work every day. I continued to go to the gym and lift. Was I still scared? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was scared because I didn't know how my body was going to react to everything that they're putting in. I mean, it kills, chemo kills everything.
Mhm.
It kills the good along with the bad. So, um, but I put humor into it as well. So when I would go to my treatments, I would wear some sort of a shirt to make people smile. So I had a little person, a little stick figure that was like sitting on the floor with his knees up, and he was all on fire, and it just said, "I'm fine, everything's fine." And but I mean, my last day of chemo, I went in with a Charlie Brown shirt, and I did the Charlie Brown dance, while hooked up to chemo, just to have people smile. Um, so I try to keep humor with it as well. I remember my first day, I don't even have my port in yet, and they just got the IV hooked up to me, and you can wheel these things around wherever you go, and I had to use the bathroom or whatever. So went to the bathroom and did what I had to do, and I walked out, and my nurse was right there, and she was absolutely amazing. But my nurse was right there, and she goes, "Are you okay? Do you feel all right?" And I went, "Oh, that stuff works fast." Because I have no hair on top of my head. So I mean, I thought for sure I was going to lose my hair to it. I never did.
Mhm.
So I mean, she got a kick out of that. But yeah, I mean, I just fought.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then I fought for everybody that I knew. I mean, I've lost two good friends to cancer. So,
Mhm.
every time I go up on that platform to lift, I don't just lift for me.
Yeah.
I lift for all those that are fighting cancer that, either have lost the battle or still going through the battle. I mean, that's why I do that, to inspire other people.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. And to your point, yes, chemo kills everything, but it didn't kill your spirit. And like you
No.
talk about humor, like humor, it is a great medicine.
Oh,
Is the
yes.
fact that you leaned on that, not only for yourself but for others. Um, uh, so powerlifting,
Yes.
um, is about both physical and mental strength, of course.
Yes.
How did your battle with cancer change your relationship
with your body, your mind, and maybe the way that you define strength now?
uh, excuse me. So I fought with myself every day because my doctor told me, you can't lift stupid weight. I'm like, define stupid weight. I mean, what might be stupid for me might not be stupid for you. Or I mean, everybody has a different meaning. What is stupid weight? And he goes, you know what? No, he goes, I'm going to send you to my physical therapist and they can explain it. I'm like, okay. So they set me up with their physical therapist, and the first thing they ask is, "Do you have a picture of you lifting?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." So I pull it up, and they like blow it completely up, and it's just showing all of my, my neck and stuff like that. And they're like, "What do you see?" I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know, all my veins popping out. He goes, exactly. He goes, "What's hooked in right there?" I'm like,
Oh,
oh yeah, my port, it's right here, but it's hooked in up here. He goes, nothing's holding that in, just your skin. And he goes, all of the power that I mean, all the pressure, everything else like that. He goes, if that blows out, you're dead. I'm like, oh, okay. So so I still went to the gym. I mean, I still didn't know what stupid weight was. So, I mean, I remember going to the gym and I remember lifting something. People would be yelling at me from across the gym, Burns, put it down, put it down. I'm like, okay. So, um, but going back to your question, I mean, it is such a mental, I could not do what I normally did.
mm,
The weight that I normally lifted, everything that I worked for. I mean, that year, it was in 23, I was supposed to go to England and compete in Worlds. And I wasn't able to because of the cancer. But I had to do something. I just couldn't sit around and wait for whatever to happen. I was, either, like I said, I was either gonna kick its butt one way or another. But I mean, I couldn't just stay at home, so
yeah.
I still went in and did everything. But back to your question, um, how did it change me, or how did it? I don't really know how to answer that one. Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, because I would imagine dealing with something like this, that the relationship that you pre-diagnosis, post-diagnosis, right, with your body, with your mind, you said every day, like you were wrestling with, I imagine there must have been what you just said, that there are things that you couldn't do that you used to do.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So that played a huge, a huge mental. I don't know how you put that, but I mean, it was huge on me. I could not do what I normally wanted to do. Um, so I had to fight with myself. I wanted to lift stupid weight, you know. But again, surrounded by all these people that loved me or love me. I can only say loved, but I mean all these people that loved me. I mean, they watched out for me. Like I said, they would yell across the gym, Burns, put it down. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So, um, but even the doctor said that my lifestyle and me going to the gym also played a role in my recovery.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't always eat good, and I still have cheat days. I still love chips and cheese and stuff like that. But I mean, it used to be back in the day. I mean, I would get a community-sized bag of potato chips, and I would be like, "I'm the community," and I'd eat the whole bag. And obviously, I don't do that anymore. I still like chips, um, but I kept up my diet. Like I said, my wife played a huge role in this too. I mean, she got this. I forgot what the stuff was, but it was stuff that I had to drink every day. And, cancer patients were on it all the time or whatever to help them keep stuff in their stomach.
Yeah.
Now I don't think I could ever drink one again. But, um, but yeah, no, it was a huge mental thing. So every day that I got up and every day that I went to the gym, I just had to keep reminding myself on what my goal was. My goal was to beat it and requalify, to go back on the platform again and lift.
Yeah. So let's talk about you lifting the platform. Let's talk about world records. Tell us about that.
So I just got world records. When I went to Worlds, I requalified. Oh, it would be February of, I think, 24. Um, I went and requalified. Went to Clio, Michigan, did a meet out there, smashed all of my old records. I broke every one of my state records and I set all new state records. And it was, like I said, it was quite a battle because I mean, I wasn't lifting my heavy stuff normally. So, but my mental was really on game. I was like, okay, I'm lifting that no matter what. I mean, for the first time ever, I actually had all green dots the whole time. I mean, I hit every single lift that I tried. So, you've got, squat, bench press, and deadlift. You get 3 attempts at each one. And, I've had it before where you'll get that first one, but that second one, you miss it or whatever. But at that competition, I got them all. I was like, yay. I qualified for Worlds. But then when I went to Worlds, would have been, I think, November of that year. I was sick. So I mean, just the flu, nasty, nasty, nasty flu.
Yeah.
But didn't know that until the way home. I thought something was dreadfully wrong again. I mean, I thought, oh my word, it's back or whatever. I mean, all these thoughts were coming in my head. My poor wife drove like nonstop to get me back home so I could go to the hospital. I have insurance, but didn't realize I could go to the emergency room anywhere and it's covered, but didn't know that at the time. But anyway, uh, after Worlds, I was really kind of depressed. I was like, all the stuff that I've worked for, and it wasn't good. It was a bad, bad lift. But I got right back into it, got my head back in the game. And, you said that with lifting, a lot of it is strength. Don't get me wrong, but so much of it is right up here. Because, you look at that and you go, okay, that's a lot of weight. I can just go get a high low to move this. Why do I have to try to do it? So we went to nationals in July and I hit world records. I totally smashed world records. I did a 640-pound squat.
What?
And yeah, no, it was the greatest thing. I still play the video.
Let's go. This is a world record, 640 pounds on his back. Let's go. Let's get behind Michael. That's a new world record.
But my wife and my wife was there. Both my kids were there. My sister was there. My niece was there. My son's fiance was there. I mean, all these people are there. And there's 2 platforms at this lift. There's the red platform or the blue platform. And everybody was telling me, my wife was telling me that when I got up for my third attempt at the world record, because I first beat the world record on my first lift. So second lift, I beat my record, so that's another world record. So this time I was going for 640, and she said that even the other platforms stopped lifting just to scream and holler and yell for me to get that lift. And it was the greatest thing. But then they heard my story too. My singlet that I wear has my cancer ribbon on it, and it says "Burn Strong," and on the back it says "Platform Ready." Yeah. So every time I go up there, I do this. Well, they found out my story and then they interviewed me. They want to do a big piece on me, and they interviewed me about that too. What powerlifting has done for me in my life. And but yeah, no, I hit 3 world records, including total weight. I think my total weight is like 1,560 or something like that between the 3 lifts. So yeah. So, and I just want to keep going,
Yeah, you just keep on going. Why not?
Yeah.
And how nice to have your family there to be able to celebrate with people who have been on your journey and been with you. After beating cancer, setting records, what message do you hope that your story leaves behind for someone who, like you once were, just received a diagnosis and feels like giving up?
Oh, don't ever give up. I mean, seriously, I have I have reached out to so many places, use my story. I don't care. I'm not trying for fame. I'm not trying for money. I don't care anything about that. I want to inspire people to not give up. I mean, there are days that I did not want to go to that gym. I was tired. I just had chemo. I had radiation. I didn't feel like, I mean, I wasn't throwing up or nothing like that, but I mean, I was just wiped out. I had no energy whatsoever. And I still went to the gym. And I mean, I wasn't lifting, 640 pounds, you know. I might have been only lifting 125 pounds that day, but you know what? I was still doing it. And you gotta, you gotta dig in, I mean, you're gonna have days where you're tired. You just don't want to fight anymore. But you gotta look around you, look at all the people that are around you, you know, fight for them, you know you want to fight so not only that you can live your life longer, but I mean, so others around you, if I know that if I would have died, I know that would have definitely affected my family. I mean,
Mhm.
I know it would have, my friends and stuff like that, because I know how that feels. I lost two to cancer, and I mean, it kills me, and I still struggle with that. It's called survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
So that's a mental battle that I face every single day.
Mm.
um but just the like I said, just the story, when I was at Worlds, one of my spotters, and I didn't know this until afterwards, um went to a restaurant after my competition to celebrate with the family, where I'm on cloud 9009 or whatever. And one of the guys, I think his name is Randy Fry. He owns a gym out in Wisconsin, Fry's Family Business, or Fry's Family Gym, or Fry's Family Fitness. There we go. Anyway, he saw me. He got up and he came over to me, and he wrote me an email. Here are these two big, huge grown men hugging and crying because I found out that cancer ran in his family and his mom lost that battle. So seeing me up there trying to get my story out to inspire people to do, I mean, to go to the gym. I mean, even if you're not powerlifting, go to the gym, do something. You don't have to lift 50 million pounds.
Yeah.
You walk on a treadmill. I mean, whatever you do, you can do a 2.5 pound weight, and I'll still be right there on your side cheering you on, saying, "Way to go!"
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I love that.
um,
I love it. It's just like, to your point, it's just about just show up.
yeah.
It doesn't matter how much you do or don't do, but just to show up, just to be in the fight, right?
And the sport that I'm in in my eyes anyway, it is the best sport ever. Um, because even though you're going up against all these people, they're still there cheering you on. You
Yeah.
know, Nobody ever goes up to you and goes, "Pff, that's all you could lift."
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is there helping you out with whatever you need. They're giving you tips. They're doing whatever it takes to make to help you succeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and again, like I said, if you're not into powerlifting, there's nothing wrong with that. I work with people in the gym all the time. Hey, what should I do about this? And I'll make a program for them or whatever. I
Mhm.
just want to help people out is all I want to do.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, and I think that speaks to the power of community, right? That the community, if you're a power lifter, find out and then you get it and you support each other. Same thing in the cancer community. If someone
Yeah.
who's had it, or that there's such power in community, that we can use to, not to put on words, lift each
Oh
other
yeah.
up,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. And we need more of that.
Yeah.
I mean, especially men. I mean, we are terrible. Man, I'll be the first to admit we like to take everything and
Mhm.
push it down, and I got this, and you know, I'll cry. I don't care. You know, I'll let it out. Somebody mocks me. We'll both be crying. I'll hit them so hard that they will cry. So we'll both be crying, just for different reasons. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But no, I mean, we really need to lean on each other, men especially. You're going through a hard time, I don't care what it is, whether it's sickness, cancer, it doesn't matter, but mental illness, whatever it may be,
Mhm.
Reach out, lean on each other. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
There's too much negativity in this world. We
Mm.
need more positive is what we need.
I agree
And
100%. So you have shared your words as many times as you're knocked on your ass. Get up and keep fighting.
oh
So
yeah,
my last question for you today, my friend, is what's next for you? What are you getting up to fight for now beyond the platform?
just trying to make this world a little bit better
Mm.
each day. I know it sounds like a sales pitch, but it's not. It's what I do. Both in what I do for a living and lifting weights or whatever. You know, I want to leave this world and I want to make a mark. I don't need to have a statue or nothing like that. I don't mean that, but I want people to remember me as, positive, trying to help people out. I want to I want to leave a legacy for my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren to be proud of. Not not money, not fame, not any of that kind of stuff. There's no money in powerlifting, but I just want to help people out. Like I said, when I went through all of this treatment, my heart would break every day that I went in there because there were people there. We all had cancer, but everybody's story was different. I met one guy that the same day he was diagnosed, he lost his house in a fire.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, guy, I just hugged the man because you're already having a bad day. You just found out, yeah, and now you just lost your house. I had another person that he was there. This is his second go around. He just was diagnosed again. It was in his brain, and now he was just getting radiation so he could die with all of his mental awareness.
Mm.
And it's those types of things that can keep you up at night. So that's why I want people to fight. Fight until until your last breath.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never, ever, ever give up, ever. And I forgot who said it. It wasn't me. I think it was Sylvester Stallone. Don't quote me on that, but it wasn't it's not about being knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because there's always things that are going to knock us down, but we have to keep getting up.
Mm-hmm. And
We can't.
the fact that you not only got up, but you're helping other people to get up and to stay up by just simply by how you show up and the story
Yeah,
that you share. Michael, thank you so
you're
much
welcome.
for sharing
Thank
your
you so
story,
much.
for helping all of us become a bit more aware now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.